Hi folks, this is Peter Scott with Scott Realty Consultants and Fair Oaks and Carmichael Homes.com, and today we are presenting you with the top 10 homes in Fair Oaks and Carmichael. This is October 5th, 2010. And first up we have here 5401 Nyota Way in Carmichael, listed at $209,000. Lovely street Nyota is, and this one is 1,380 square feet. It's a good looking house there. As you can see, I think it's very pretty. Built in 1983, so it's a relatively newer house for the Carmichael area. So I think that one's a pretty good buy, and it is a short sale. Next up is Stanton Circle, 3029 Stanton Circle. It's priced at $234,900, and it's 1,600 square feet. Again, Stanton's a pretty nice area. Stanton is a bank-owned home owned by Fannie Mae. Pretty decent price on it for $234,000. Nice hardwood floors there, and the kitchen's pretty decent, I think. Got a nice flow there also. So that might be one you want to check out here. Next up is Affirmed, 3611 Affirmed Way in Carmichael. It's $235,000 and 1,670 square feet. I like Affirmed. I think it's a great street on Carmichael over off of Ingle, if I remember correctly. This one built in 1969, and it looks like it still has a 1969 kitchen there, as you can see. Decent sized yard, and this one is also bank owned, so it's gonna need some tender, loving care. I will skip here to Pueblo, 4139 Pueblo. I listed at $239,000. Look at that pool. Again, I think this one is bank owned also. Pueblo is a great street over off of Ahala and Winding Way. That area over there, I like it a lot. Kind of flying through these pictures here for you. But with 1,344 square feet there. Decent sized house. And look at this charmer here. This is Silverton Way in Carmichael, priced at $275,000. I think this house is just fantastic. 2,500 square feet. I mean, look at this. Look at that backyard. Who wouldn't want that? But it's a very pretty house. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I think you might want to check this one out if that's in your price range. You know, all you gotta do is email me. Find my email address over at Fair Oaks and Carmichael Homes.com, and get this on your list to see right away. Good looking house there. So moving on to Fair Oaks, we got 5108 Filbert Avenue in Fair Oaks, listed at $235,000, coming up with 1,752 square feet, a 4-bedroom. And also this one's built in 1978, a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. And it is a short sale also. So pretty decent looking home there, huh? So here we'll skip over our next one on Leap Crest, 8100 Leap Crest in Fair Oaks, listed at $239,000 again. 1,468 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and very good looking house there. It looks a little bit dated, but kind of like that white countertop. But decent little house there. They like books and movies. So, skipping on here to Quail Hill, 8901 Quail Hill Way, listed at $265,000 with 1,748 square feet. That's a pretty good size for 3/4 bedroom. This is over by Lake Natoma area. I believe there is a small HOA over there, but it's a good sized house. I think these might be Powell built, if I remember correctly. Built in 1983, so newer home also for Fair Oaks. So. Next up, we have 6,045 Kefisa Way in Fair Oaks, listed at $339,000, 2,100 square feet, a 4-bedroom. I think this house is very pretty. I believe I have been inside this house before, and I like it. So I think this is another top buy for Fair Oaks and Carmichael. If this is kind of something that's in your price range. They don't really have a good picture of the kitchen, unfortunately, but you know, it's got that nice open area. You can see from the kitchen in there. A little bit dated, but I think it's a very pretty house. So might be worth checking out here. And last up, we have 7610 Ward Lane in Fair Oaks, listed at $349,000. Newer home, built in 1988. It is 2,200 square feet, and it's kind of a small lot, 0.15. Actually, that's a pretty small lot for a house of that size. So if you want a little bit larger house, but don't want a big yard, this might be something worth checking out. Got a galley kitchen here. Still looks like it's got the 1988 kitchen, but very pretty house. So again, this is Peter Scott with Fair Oaks and Carmichael Homes.com. Come check us out. We do tours weekly, so if you want to give those tours, just if you're on the website, there should be a box below this video where you can sign up for one of our weekly tours for Fair Oaks and Carmichael Homes. We'll see you later.